Baz Luhrmann's new movie tells the story of Elvis Presley. In today's video, we're going to discuss top secrets about the Elvis movie. Stay tuned to find out. Austin Butler's real singing voice. Elvis Presley is considered as one of the greatest singers of the 20th century and an amazing showman. Undeterred by inhabiting a potentially fierce role, Austin Butler was supposed to do the justice by learning how to sing his special repertoire. Baz Luhrmann even confirmed that Austin Butler does all his own singing as young Elvis in the film, which he recorded on the original equipment that Elvis used while with RCA Records. Butler even recorded his own renditions of Trouble from Elvis's '68 comeback special, especially for the movie. Austin Butler took Priscilla Presley's blessing. No one knew Elvis like his first wife Priscilla Presley. Married to Elvis when she was 22, she traveled with Elvis and had a daughter with him. They made a home for their family at the world-famous Graceland Mansion in Memphis, Tennessee. According to the reports, in order to capture Elvis's essence, Austin knew that he wanted to spend quality time with the woman who knew him best. They visited Graceland together, where she shared personal details of her marriage and finally gave the young actor her blessing. She has had nothing but praise for his portrayal of her husband. Elvis's love of black culture. Elvis wouldn't be perfect if the film didn't focus on Elvis's intense love for and influence by the black community. B.B. King makes an appearance, who is played by Kelvin Harrison Jr. along with Sister Rosetta Tharpe, played by Yola, and Little Richard, played by Alton Mason. Lisa Marie Presley explained that it was very important that the film pointed out how much Elvis was rated by both gospel and R&B. Even films that focus on Elvis Presley don't accept the motivations he took from black musicians when they are an important cornerstone of his career, making this film quite unique. Austin Butler's audition. There are a lot of actors who could have played Elvis Presley, including well-known singers like Harry Styles, but the director found his Elvis through Butler's unique audition tape, which the actor sent in donning a bathrobe and sitting at a black piano. Fueled by some personal chaos in his own life, Austin performed the heart-wrenching song Unchained Melody, and he was invited in for a personal meeting. According to the director, it didn't feel rehearsed, but it was very real. If you're liking this content so far, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Now, let's continue. Advice from Rami Malik. In another interview, Butler shared the advice that he got from Rami Malik, who played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. It was a musical biopic that won different Oscars, including Best Actor for Malik's performance as Mercury. Malik told Butler that despite being scared of the days he would need to perform in front of hundreds of extras, those days will possibly end up becoming your favorite days. However, Butler was upset about properly channeling Elvis. It turns out that he did it in more ways than one. Elvis also had a horrible stage surprise. Finding emotional connections to a star that appears larger than life is what makes Butler seems like more than an Elvis impersonator. Austin Butler was obsessed for 2 years. Taking on the role of Elvis Presley presented a once-in-a-lifetime chance for Austin Butler, who understood the assignment and soon put all of his efforts into representing the king for 2 years. After being determined not to make Elvis some sort of parody, he tried to find the man behind the musical icon, symbolizing him over 3 decades of his life, from ages 21 to 42. Butler explained how he dropped everything in his life and got obsessed over Elvis. He began reading and watching everything about his life, from his career and friendships to his marriage, and started to build a foundation. The outcome is a very natural, authentic screen presence that makes Elvis come across like a real man instead of a cipher. Tom Hanks had a difficult time. Tom Hanks had a much harder time assessing Tom Parker. He said that Parker was just a guy who wasn't even featured very much in This Is Elvis and some of the documentaries about the king. Hanks also had to come up with an accent that combined the Colonel's Dutch origin as well as reflected his southern environs, all while acting under an incredible amount of prosthetic. It's clear that while Austin Butler had big shoes to fill, Hanks had problems finding the shoes he needed to fill first. Recreating somebody that no one really knew anything about gave him some creative freedom and made his performance look more amazing. Elvis Presley had 90 costumes. Elvis's sense of style is very famous, and Catherine Martin, the Oscar-winning costume designer behind The Great Gatsby, had the daunting task of dressing Elvis across the decades, first as a fresh-faced performer, then as a seasoned rock star, and eventually as a veteran showman, all while also revealing the changing fashions of America in between. In an interview, she said that Elvis alone had 90 costumes, many of which were created especially by designers like Prada, but that at one point, her team had pulled 9,000 individual outfits just for extras. A huge amount of work went into not only making the time period look authentic through the costumes, but that the authenticity of the people should come through in their costumes. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting stuff. Peace out.